Since the creation of the very first self-propelled amphibious car in 1805, the invention has seen great developments over several centuries. Now we're in 2022, and there are now too many models of this vehicle to count. So, which do you consider the best of these land-water machines? Don't bother answering that question just yet, as Top Gear has listed out the 9 best amphibious cars of all time. Your favorite might just be on the list. What is an amphibious car? Amphibious cars are motor vehicles that can move on land and in water. Interestingly, their initial purpose was to enable soldiers to escape enemy territory by crossing rivers, lakes, or seas onto land. Amphibious vehicles were once exclusive to military, but they now have many civilian applications as well. In many engineering and mining applications, such as crossing flooded areas or other difficult or inaccessible terrains, these vehicles make the transportation of equipment and employees a breeze. That being said, let's check out the best of them according to Top Gear. Number 9. The ProDrive Water Car. First on the list is the ProDrive Water Car, which in the words of its manufacturers is the fastest in the world. Its 3.7-liter V6 engine allows it to achieve 43 miles per hour on open water, and it can also tow a person on water skis with no trouble at all. It can also be used for the weekly trips to the grocery store when your area is flooded, amongst several other similar trips. To its credit, ProDrive brought this specific water car model all the way from California and modified it to meet all of the standards for use on British roads, with a top speed of 80 miles per hour. It might interest you to know that Watercar recently went bankrupt, so ProDrive can't get their hands on anymore, which makes this a very unique and rare vessel. In fact, it's currently on the market for £165,000, and since there aren't many left out there, you'd better move fast if you'd like to get one. Number 8. Rindspeed Scuba. When Frank M. Rinderneck saw James Bond drive a Lotus Esprit, road-traveling submarine, and The Spy Who Loved Me, he was inspired to build his own. The end result was the Rindspeed Scuba, and it comes at number 8 on our list. It was built with a submarine in mind, just like 007's vessel, and it dives to a depth of up to 10 meters thanks to its twin electric propellers. The manufacturer claims it comes with scuba gear for the passengers. However, no one is wearing wetsuits in any of the publicity photos, so you might want to bring a change of clothes. While underwater, you can only travel at a maximum speed of 2 miles per hour, so don't think about using it to escape from the bad guys in the James Bond movie either. However, the Scuba has no such issue when driving, as it has a top speed of 75 miles per hour. Number 7. Project Sea Lion. Next on this list is Project Sea Lion, which is not to be confused with Operation Sea Lion. It took 6 years to create this vehicle, and it is capable of moving smoothly both on land and sea. However, it isn't quite good enough to break any records, but props for the effort. Inventor Mark Witt stated that, in the proper hands and with a modified engine, the TIG welded aluminum craft could reach 180 miles per hour on land and 60 miles per hour on water. That might be possible, as it already substantially is faster than its namesake, so that's a nice bonus. Mark had no intention of keeping it going, so in 2012 he put it up for sale for $250,000, under the condition that he would help the new owner make improvements to venture further into the record books. Number 6. Amphicar. Our number 6 entry, the Amphicar, was first displayed in the 1961 New York Motor Show, and it ended up selling 3,878 units before going out of production in 1968. To its credit, it is the most mass-produced amphibious vehicle ever made, and that's why it deserves a spot on the list, I guess. The rear-mounted 1.1-liter 4-cylinder gasoline engine produced the same 38 horsepower as the one on the Triumph Herald 1200. On land, the power went to the back wheels, while in the water, it went on a pair of propellers positioned under the bumper. The front wheels serve as rudders, which allow the vehicle to be steered in any direction. In 1965, the company established its maritime prowess by successfully ferrying 2 amphicars across the English Channel. Here's an interesting fact. Former US President Lyndon Johnson enjoyed scaring his guests by driving the amphicar into his lake and declaring that his brakes had failed. Number 5. Gibbs Aquata. In 2004, Richard Branson piloted the Gibbs Aquata to the fastest time ever recorded for an amphibious vehicle crossing the English Channel. The time was 1 hour, 40 minutes, and 6 seconds. And even though it seemed like a cross between a monster truck and a Mazda MX-5, the only part it has in common with the sports car are the headlights. The 3 three-seat configuration is reminiscent of the one found in the McLaren F1, with the driver in the middle and the two passengers on either side. The Aquata is powered by a 2.5-liter Rover V6 engine and can reach speeds of over 100 miles per hour on land and 30 miles per hour on water. Number 4. Dutton Surf. At number 4 on our list is the Dutton Surf, provided by none other than Dutton, a company that used to make kit cars. You can either buy the conversion kit and do the work yourself, or you can furnish a donor Jimmy and have the job done for you. The aforementioned task includes transferring the Jimmy's working parts to the new water jet-powered stainless steel and plastic body. According to Dutton, even if you floor the accelerator, the Surf can only reach a top speed of 6 miles per hour on the water. You probably won't set any world records for that speed, but at least you can navigate around the local fauna, right? Number 3. Rinspeed Splash. Next is the Rinspeed Splash, and it would interest you to know that the Amphibious car is able to fly around 60 centimeters above the water thanks to its hydrofoil design. Anyone who has witnessed this vessel in action can attest to its awesomeness and defiance of physics. So how does it function exactly? At shallow depths and slow speeds, the Splash functions similarly to other amphibious vehicles thanks to its propeller. Nonetheless, when you go to the depth of 1.3 meters, you can use the side and rear fins to maneuver. And when you hit the gas, the Splash's fins lift out of the water, allowing it to travel at speeds of up to 50 miles per hour. The Splash is just as capable on the road as it is in the snow, thanks to its 750 cubic centimeter twin-cylinder snowmobile engine that generates 139 horsepower and 111 pound-feet of torque. With its light weight of only 825 kilograms, the vehicle can accelerate from 0 to 62 miles per hour in less than 6 seconds and reach a top speed of 124 miles per hour. Number 2. Hobby Car B612. There has never been a hobby car quite like this one, and that's why it lands at number 2 on Top Gear's list. The B612 was a mid-engine 4-seater that debuted at the 1992 Paris Motor Show. It came in different versions, including a hardtop or a soft top or as a pickup. On land, the 1.9-liter 4-cylinder engine powered the 4-wheel drive system, while 2 joystick-operated hydrojets propelled the vehicle through the water. However, not everyone enjoys participating in water-based activities. Only 52 hobby cars were ever produced, and one of them is currently on display at the Lane Motor Museum in Tennessee. While on display in 2018, the hobby car lost its footing in the water and fell to the lake's bottom. Thankfully, there were no reported injuries, and another amphibious vehicle, a 1964 Amphicar, was sent on the rescue mission. A few days later, the hobby car was recovered as well, though if it can't manage a lake, we don't think it will be sent out to tackle the high seas anytime soon. Number 1. Duck. As the unsung hero of World War II, this amphibious vehicle had to take the number 1 spot. The US military and allied forces employed a 6-wheel drive amphibious vehicle named Duck to move supplies from larger ships at sea to locations on land. These lorry-like vehicles, inspired by the GMC 2.5-ton truck, could transport almost 25 soldiers worth of gear or 2 tons worth of supplies in a single trip. The few surviving Ducks are now used to transport visitors around major cities, including London, Dublin, and Boston. So even without a war, this amphibious vehicle still serves a good purpose, on or off land. By the way, if you're ever asked if you want to go on a duck tour, keep it at the back of your mind that they're not talking about checking out the swimming ducks at the nearest lake. So guys, which of these amphibious cars do you think is the best? And are there any others you know of? Let us know in the comment section. And if you found this video informative, then kindly like and share it so your friends too can learn about this amazing invention. Subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell for more interesting content like this. See you next time.